Now is the time to wake up and have the consciousness of the earth shift. You know, we're blooming into a new consciousness, and it may seem like a showcase of horrors, but underneath it all, I believe we're going to find that at the core, we're really made of love. And our task here is to love each other, and however that manifests itself.
And none of us know, and neither you nor I know, what a group, a wild, wide group of dedicated sacred activists could bring down as blessing and divine power onto the earth to shift even at a second to midnight situation. None of us are in the mind of the divine, and I, for one, insist on keeping my heart and mind open to miracle while keeping my eyes extremely beadily focused on the real and frightening facts. That paradox is almost impossible to explain, but it's something that I know I am living, and living it like that gives me serenity in the face of agony and deep order to my life and purpose in the face of this tragic, chaotic disintegration. And I really do recommend to everybody who's hearing this, first, that they take in the full depth of what very well could be likely at this moment, almost totally likely. But on the other hand, that they don't lose connection with what I would call, and you would call, the divine in themselves, this spaceless, timeless awareness that lives in us as our essential consciousness, our deathless nature. Never lose contact with that, because being in contact with that and acting with its lucidity and clarity and compassion can, if we act together in the spirit that we've described, shift intolerably difficult situations, even finally difficult situations. We have to gamble everything away now for God. We have to gamble our lives away for a possible future which may not come. And if you really accept that challenge, in its absurdity, but also in its beauty, something is deeply purified in you, and you come close, in my language, to the love of the Christ, and in your language, to the love of the Bodhisattva, a love that doesn't depend upon results, to be abandoned and unbounded. And that is the beginning of what is called in the East liberation, and what is called in the West salvation. So, millions of people may very well act like this, and they will, even if the world ends, live a holy, divine, loving, meaningful, purposeful, energetic, joyful life to the end. That's my prayer.